I would say it was one of the most transformative experiences of my life to be in his class.
It was such an amazing experience of what I went through.
My Carnatic music listening experience, if any, was mostly zero.
I always felt that I had a knack for knowing when two melodies sounded similar, but I wanted to become good at identifying ragas. And
Always wanted to be able to identify ragams and be able to appreciate new ragams.
Like some Carnatic songs that came in movies, but I was mostly listening to old film music, new latest songs and things like that.
I grew up with a lot of devotional music and some Carnatic as well.
When it came to a full-fledged Carnatic concert, that is when I would get bored even.
Every so often I would go to a concert, but there was no systematic way of listening, enjoying the ragas, or even being able to identify them.
I did not know why or how they played Thanyavartanam or any of those things that were happening.
The reason I got interested in the appreciation classes was my own repertoire of appreciation of various kinds of art forms going to be significantly limited. Enormous piece of our own heritage is not something that I've known or understood or even appreciated.
Balaji's introduction to experiential learning of music or listening or training the ear to music was very interesting for me, and he was doing it very intuitively with me.
Balaji used to introduce any ragam with very popular film music.
I found it to be amazingly good because every week he had enough material for one or two ragams.
He was able to play some of those songs, get me interested and pick out patterns that I could pick out.
It was always fun to see how after each class we would transition from being able to just connect with the ragam through the film song to any kriti.
So many nuggets of information and interesting concepts that he teaches. Plus also the material is amazing.
What I enjoy most about the class is the environment that Balaji creates for you to be, or at least for me, to be not just curious, to be an absolute novice. I felt it was a safe space for me to ask truly any kind of question.
Another fun thing that I used to love about the classes were his quizzes. Although it would kind of stress us out sometimes with their time limits and all, it was still a very fun activity, and my classmates and I, we would sometimes even get competitive about this course.
Probably this is the only subject where I actually look forward to the quizzes and wanted to do well.
Those weekly quizzes that Balaji gives, those quizzes, you do it, but Balaji definitely sees it is for him to understand how good of a job has he done to explain specific ragams.
And at the end of the whole a module, maybe if I can call it that, both of us, me and my husband, we got very comfortable with I either being familiar with those ragams that were introduced to us, or in general being more open to any new Carnatic song.
This one is a very unique class or structure that Balaji has developed over the years, and goes back to our first experience that I was student number one on 20 years or so back. Is how do I even listen to Carnatic music? How do I take it in? How do I experience? How do I enjoy?
Balaji's class introduced us to so many different artists. There's noticing their different music styles, the structure of a Carnatic concert, and how to what to look for or what to gather from the art that they're performing on stage, and how to be a more engaged listener and or rasika in a concert.
Still vividly remember there was one time where I cheered up listening to them, and I was like not sure what's going on, because I found that was a moment where I had that inner peace, that joy.
It has completely changed my music listening experience.
Delighted that my boring weeks were filled with beautiful music, and I continue to enjoy them.
And this class also made me kind of very open to music itself, like to be able to listen to any music and then try not to be bored, or try to be inquisitive to such different forms of music.
The principles I gained from it, I apply across the board to all types of music that I listen to.
Today, I'm equally comfortable listening to Carnatic music as well as film music.
Automatically took me deeper into music.
It has opened up my perspective about music.
This has opened up a whole new world of music for me.
I started going to Carnatic concerts, and at that point, I could really enjoy the concert.
It has helped me to understand what it means to be present in the music.
It's very surprising to me when I look back. I've really come a long way.
I would say the journey has been fascinating, the journey has been fulfilling.
I would really recommend this class to anyone, like even whether you know what Carnatic music is or...
You will learn a lot, but more importantly, you will experience and have your own types of experiences and have much higher level of appreciation as you go through this journey.
If you take the class, I think you will enjoy it thoroughly.
I sincerely hope that this way of learning is something that I continue for a very long time.
Thanks to Balaji for opening up this new world.
I really had a very life-changing experience by attending this class, and I recommend each one of you to enjoy the same.